If you're watching this video, then you're part of the movement to bring self-development to mainstream. You need to do self-care. Why self-care is so important? Well, simply, if you are getting low on your self-care, you lose your self-respect and you don't really want to become more self-aware. So you close your eyes and try to ignore, push to the side a lot of things. And suddenly, when a bigger change comes, you suddenly realize, wow, I'm losing so much. So the similar things might have leaked over to other areas, so have to be careful. Welcome, my name is Be.Astmens, and this is another entry in my video blog about my journey, how I live my dreams with passion more and more each day and make my self-development into actions. And today I just wanted to share you my realization and observation that I'm probably in the worst physical shape of my life. And it didn't happen overnight, even though it was way faster than I expected, and it kind of encroached on me without my realization. But actually it happened compounding lots of things over a longer period of time. So on the first glance, I had just 1 week off when I had foot infection, and I was basically doing almost no exercise at all, barely walking, cutting down on my food as well, recovering, putting more energy into healing. And I thought, okay, 1 week, it's not so bad, so I shouldn't be in such a bad condition. However, during this week, doing more journaling and self-reflection, I realized a couple of other underlying emotional issues I've been dealing with for a longer period, namely with eating. So I was putting myself under loads of stress, and part of it was quite unconscious and part of it was not really realizing that it has such a huge effect on my health and well-being, and kind of existential problems. And basically I was putting so much stress about what I eat, why I eat, how much I eat, and when I eat, that there was so much energy wasted on this kind of thinking that it brought down my physical fitness, health, and immunity in general down. So this week, during this week, my body just went down. And our physical symptoms, what I observed. So first of all, as I was looking and comparing my feet, well, one was still swollen and the other one was like normal. I noticed the normal one is way more thinner than I expected to be, and the swollen one was bigger than it should be because it's swollen. And I realized that actually my ideal appearance of my body would be somewhere in between, in the middle. And I noticed that, yeah, my overall body is thinner than probably was before. So just getting physically thinner because eating less, having more stress, and having lack of exercise, and probably around sleep as well, a bit less sleep, less quality sleep. What else? I've been cutting down on my physical exercise slowly over time, slowly. For example, I was doing pull-ups daily, around 5 of them, and after this recovery, when I'm actually able to walk around, I'm going to the park, getting the pull-up bar, and before I was doing like 6-7 pull-ups without big problems. Now I'm struggling to have 5, and my daily target is like, okay, I'm just going to the park, just doing 5, and then I'm happy. And now it's like I already feel a bit of tiredness for doing those 5. What else? I was also doing handstand push-ups against the wall. I used to be able to do 7 easy, 5 to the ground, and now I'm doing 4 in a midway. So I notice a huge difference here, that my physical strength just around 1 week is just way down, and I really don't like it, and I want to get back on a horse, get back on my fitness. So I'm probably going to do a bit more. Another contributing factor was that even though I kept my morning routine, So I was doing still around 10 minutes of morning yoga routine, even though I was recovering. I noticed my mindset shift, how I was doing. I was still doing some things, I wasn't doing as powerful movements, but the biggest impact, I believe, was in my mindset. So I was trying to do not only less time, I was also trying to do less effort. So I was just basically just stretching, and even though my flexibility didn't lose that much, I was basically putting myself in a mindset not exert any strength, not exert any energy, and the result is I didn't build any strength, so I was losing it. Use it or lose it. And now when I'm getting back, I really feel the difference when I'm using the same amount of time, let's say 10 minutes of yoga. I'm way more engaged. My mindset is completely different. I feel way more energetic and vibrant. And that's it about me complaining or diagnosing, sharing my observations of my physical fitness. And I just wanted to do a quick recap. So, first of all, what happened to me was over time, slowly, my habits started changing. I didn't really notice how my moods and my relationship with food over time slowly degraded and became so bad that I really thought that's normal, and I didn't really notice how much stress it put me in. Second thing, my body also. I was slowly dropping off things one at a time, slowly, and not really realizing how weaker I become because of these changes. And suddenly, when a bigger change comes, you suddenly realize, wow, I'm losing so much. And in order to actually notice that something like that might happening to you also in your life or in my life in different area, because same principles you can apply to any other area. For me, it's a fitness, but probably same patterns appear also in my emotional life, relationships, work, finances, you name it, and observe. So self-observation is the first key. Just spending some time journaling, observing, and measuring yourself against your own expectations, against how you were yesterday. If you don't measure yourself once in a while, don't challenge yourself, you have no idea to expect and knowing where you are on the map. And whenever you have some kind of higher expectations, it's harder for you to know, I've been better or I've been worse. Or sometimes it's the other way around. You think you're doing worse than you actually are because you didn't measure yourself. You think, oh, I should be at this level here, I should be doing these kind of things. You expect yourself so high standards, and because you're not aware of where you put those standards, you get disappointed. I'm getting a bit off topic here, but my point was to get from slow incremental changes for better or worse to self-awareness. However, before you're able to do the self-awareness, you need to do self-care. Why self-care is so important? Well, simply, if you are getting low on your self-care, you lose your self-respect and you don't really want to become more self-aware. So you close your eyes and try to ignore, push to the side a lot of things you don't really want to be aware of. So first, go for self-care. Take care good of yourself, feel good, smile, exercise, sleep well, eat well, and then start observing, because then it's more likely that you will actually want to notice these things. And finally, if you apply the things and make some changes upon those observations, you get self-development. And that's my goal today, is increment more physical exercise, eat better, sleep better, and continue observing myself. And as I do, I notice that I'm getting better, I feel better about myself, and I want to observe myself better and improve myself even more. Hope this video helps. Smile, be present, and see you on the next one.